Report on this computer. Hi, I'm Reverend Sarah Nichols, the Spiritual Director of All Is Well Institute, and I am a Science of Mind minister and the Spiritual Director for the Center for Spiritual Living Davis as well. I am so glad that you're considering applying to be a healing or teaching candidate at All Is Well Institute. Here at All Is Well Institute, we have two candidacy programs you can apply to. One is the Healing Candidacy Program, and the other is the Teaching Candidate Program. Both programs basically start and end the same way, and then they diverge at a certain point. In both programs, we take a team approach, and you can see the team here, and you're going to get to hear from the team. So I'd like to walk you through the I'd like to walk you through the program steps, and I'd like to introduce you to the team. And in many ways, the most important member of the team is the candidate, and you're going to meet several of the candidates today. They really are the ones you want to hear from because they're the ones who are having the experience that you're going to have. So let me introduce you to one of our healing candidates, Julie.
Hi, I'm Julie, and I've been a part of the All Is Well Institute team and also a healing candidate receiving support since December of 2016. I want to let you know that being a healing candidate has changed my life in several ways. Before I started with All Is Well Institute, I had lost all hope that I would ever have relief from the painful and uncomfortable daily symptoms I was experiencing for decades. For the past few months since I started, for the first time since I was a teen, I have experienced physical comfort in my body and at times complete relief from pain on a regular daily and weekly basis. As a result of doing the quantum meditations and the sessions I have had and been referred to, I am slowly letting go of the pain of fibromyalgia and physical discomfort in my hips, the migraines, the low energy and fatigue, and other symptoms that I have lived with for decades. My husband and I have been together for 27 years, and for the first time in our marriage, I have been able to go on trips with him and do all the things that we want to do with real comfort and joy in my body. Today, I have more good days than ever before, and I have hope that if I keep doing what Spirit guides me to do, I can experience a complete healing.
The first step in your candidacy and intake and orientation. And so I'm going to turn it over to our lead facilitator and intake coordinator, Sean, who can describe this process. Go ahead, Sean.
Hello. At the candidate intake and orientation, you'll meet with me, your team facilitator if it's not me, and the All Is Well Institute faculty member, who's usually a spiritual science minister or practitioner. I have a deep spiritual practice and program of support, which has saved my life. Today, I'm taking classes on the road to becoming a licensed spiritual practitioner. My background as an intensive care nurse for several years gives me the discipline and focus to offer dependable support. We will walk you through a questionnaire that is similar in nature to the application you filled out, but with a lot more questions about what you have tried and not tried. All of that information will be held strictly confidential. You will have an opportunity during the intake session to ask any questions that you may have about the model of support we use and how it works. Then we determine what level of support you may need, including the number of meetings, technical support, text support, outside modalities, and anything else you might need. After that, we'll schedule you for your first team meeting and your intake coaching session with Reverend Sarah.
Thank you, Sean. So let's see. At this point, I conduct all the intake coaching sessions, and that is wonderful for me because it gives me a chance to get to know every candidate. And then after this session, you'll have your first full team meeting. And let me turn it over to Bhumika, who is one of our team facilitators. Just go ahead, Bhumika.
Hi. At your first team meeting, you will meet your team facilitator and your practitioner. As your team facilitator, it would be my job to schedule your team meetings, sessions, and other events that you agree are part of your plan. I would take notes on the meetings and ask you routine questions. I will support you between meetings in whatever way works for you, whether it will be texting, emailing, or calling me with information about how you are doing on a daily basis or weekly basis. I may ask questions such as, how is it going in sticking to your action plan? Did you meditate? Did you exercise? Did you eat foods that serve you? What is your comfort level today? Or other questions that you want to be asked. Now I'll introduce a couple of our healing and teaching candidates. First, Dr. Deborah, who was trained as a veterinarian and toxicologist and is a licensed spiritual practitioner with our institute. Say hi, Dr. Deborah and Reverend Pat, to tell you. Sorry, go ahead, Dr. Deborah.
Hello, good to see you. Good to be seen.
Thank you. And Reverend Pat, to tell you about some of the tools you might choose to focus on as a result of your team meeting.
Hi, everyone. There are many tools that we use not only as a healing candidate, but also tools that you'll learn to teach as a teaching candidate. First one being the quantum meditation, which is a scientifically developed meditation created by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Spiritual mind treatment, a type of affirmative prayer. Mind movies, which are like a moving vision board with music. Guided imagery meditations, fear to faith, exercise, letter from the future, a Tao organ cleansing meditation, access consciousness clearings, joyful movement, creativity, and singing. We may also suggest some referrals to outside modalities, such as Chronic Pain Anonymous, which is a 12-step program for people recovering from chronic pain and chronic illness. Reiki, access consciousness, chiropractors, psychiatrists, and much, much more.
Great. Thank you, Reverend Pat. Well, I hope that this short video has been short, first of all. And second of all, I hope that this video has given you a sense of how we work and what the program is. But if you have any other questions, feel free to email at the email below or call at the number below. And we really look forward to hearing from you.